So apologies for creating you lots of work.
No, it's fine. I'm happy to do it. I always like
I
to
know
help
you
out.
quite enjoy it.
Yeah. Streamy
Yeah.
boy. Right, it's live. We are on the internet.
Hey, Internet. We're going to
Hello.
have a go at Icewind Dale again this week. See what happens. The last session, you were meant to investigate and possibly exact your own form of justice upon a known goblin tyrant known as the goblins among you. You made your way to a fortress or ramshackle sort of wooden fort and got to said goblin warlord or chief Yarb-Gnock, and on a closer inspection and a little bit of a further conversation, found that he's not actually a goblin at all. He was or is a gnome, and he took advantage of the situation he found himself in. Inadvertently became the leader of this goblin tribe, and now finds himself in a position that he can't get out of. As resources are running thin, goblins are becoming anxious and suspicious of him and look to him to provide and pull him out of this, pull them out of this mess, and he's unable to do so. And he thinks it's only a matter of time before his disguise fails. The goblins are onto him, and they exact their own form of justice, goblin justice. And so he sent a message to 10 towns, Bryn Shander specifically, and asked for representatives to parley or discuss some kind of truce. And he's looking to get out of the camp and hopefully find an escort back to 10 towns, the safety of 10 towns. That's where you guys came in. You arrived. You were let into the settlement, unhindered, under the instructions of the chief, and you were in the process of talking to him. He had some ideas of how you might get him out. In the meantime, some of you went off to speak to people you knew, the goblins amongst you. Managed to get some support should you decide to overthrow the rule of this Yarb-Gnock. You think you may have found some support from the residents and the inhabitants of this sort of mini town. And when we last left off, you were deciding how you would proceed. You have Yarb-Gnock, or his real name is Spellix Romwad, that he revealed to you, his gnomish name. He's prepared to come with you. He thinks you're all in on the plan. That you're going to smuggle him out, or whatever the plan you come up with, and he's prepared to play along. And you all finally met up outside the cabins, outside his sort of private chambers. What would you like to do?
I think we'd charmed him at one point to get in the bag of holding, hadn't we? But then had taken him out so that he didn't suffocate.
Yeah, it was a suggestion spell.
Suggestion, that's it.
But he completed his instruction, which was to get into the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were getting ready to go and chuck him off the cliff, weren't we?
No, I'm not
I
sure
think
that's the right.
We're not chucking him off a cliff. He needs to have a trial.
Here?
Yeah,
I think
these
here
are the
is
people
as
he's affected.
fitting. They are the people that he's.
That he's lied to, that he's abused, that he's murdered, that he's ruined the life of.
Well, yeah, but let's not pretend that these people were living life free of sin before, but he's certainly made them worse.
Did
But if we can
anyone live life free of sin?
No, but
Does
if
that
we can,
mean that they deserve to be treated that way when we're just trying to make a living out here in the harsh world? We're already looked down upon.
I know, and I'm backing you up. I think if we show your people that justice can be served without resorting to throwing him off a cliff. If his sentence is to be thrown off a cliff, then that's fair enough, but that should be decided by a fair trial.
Is that something that they've done here before? How would we go about assembling a trial now?
I don't know. I was only a child before he came.
Well, is there a second in command or someone that the people respect that we could inform of this and get to gather the people?
You're probably your best chance for the other shamans or booyahs. So, called.
Yes. Whose names I have
I
written
think the one you
down.
know is Manafek.
No,
I think.
that's it. Well, we could definitely talk to the booyahs, and they seem to. Everyone seems to respect Snitch's mum.
Marathi.
That's it.
Having answered for almost none of my crimes, I think I should be excluded from having a say in this. Does everyone else agree?
Yes.
Cool. Gonna stand back, and if you need anything creepy, I'm here. I'm here.
I appreciate your
Mm.
consideration.
Well, how do we do this without it turning into a pitched battle?
Well, can we
The-
get the booyahs here and explain the situation to them? I think it might be better if their own people gathered rather than us outsiders marching